To the inside, Ward, the outside, Ward passes, can he hold on? Yes! Johnson wobbles on the top of the tabletop.
I'm not sure Bale's going to have anything for him here. Bradshaw can taste blood. Bale is
for number one, the Knack-Knack Kid, Showtime, whatever you want to call him, Jeremy McGrath on his way to...
A little crash your last seat. How do you feel?
Well, I don't feel bad. I didn't crash that hard. I just, my pride, but I hope to be right in there in this race, maybe win it.
Okay, buddy. Good luck, man. Everybody's wanting you to win.
Okay, thank you.
David, what do you think?
I don't know. I just don't think when I'm here at the start. I know what I have to do already. Everything's already computed in there, and I just let it happen.
Two great heat wins. You look great out there. Best of luck.
Thanks.
Okay, let's get Brock. You get that way. Brock, what do you think? Finally coming up, buddy.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one. A lot of guys are going real fast out there, so we'll have to see what happens. Hope we get a good start.
Well, you don't look too slow yourself, though, huh?
Oh, yeah, I have to get jumping those double jumps, I think. I hit my face really hard in the first race and kind of cut my lip up, but I think I'll have to do it for the main event or I won't be competitive.
All right, Brock. Best of luck. Jeff, how about a quick word here before you start out?
Well, I just hope to get a good start, as usual, and just keep it cool for the first 3 or 4 laps and try to get out in the lead and then break loose from there.
You had a great semifinal with Ron Lachine, and you got by him. You had swapping back and forth a little bit, but you finally you got through and you transferred. The first heat was a little rough for you, but who cares? You're in the final.
Yeah, I guess all that counts. I lost a few points there. Don't like to fall down on the first lap and lose a lot of positions, but semi improved. I felt good, so I feel good for the main.
Great. We won't keep you. Good luck.
Thanks, Bruce.
Okay, Ricky, what do you think?
Well, so far, Bruce, I had a real good night. Won my qualifier, won my semi, and my times are looking good. So I think the race is going to be between me and Bailey because we seem to have the fastest times, and we've both won our qualifiers and semis.
You look great in your heat races, semis. Look really good. Best of luck.
Thank you very much, Bruce.
Moving a little train out of the way here, Ronnie. What do you think?
Huh? Yeah, a little bit.
Now, what is it you're actually doing right now, then?
Well, I'm getting it smooth here so I don't spin when I'm leaving the gate. Getting all the excess dirt, making sure there's nothing in my way out there.
All right, man. Good luck.
This is the leader. Oh, and Bradshaw's in trouble. He's on the ground. Bradshaw catches the clutch, keeps it running. There goes Bale into the lead. Another untimely crash for Damon Bradshaw. What a break for Jean-Michel Bale. While the battle for fourth heats up, here is Kudrowski making a move on Matasevic. Matasevic up off the pegs for a moment. Give Kudrowski the spot. In the space of half a lap, first and second and fourth and fifth positions have been exchanged here. A very competitive Dallas Supercross thus far, in part because...
And win these last few races.
He's not going to win from 6th tonight. He's going to have to gas things up. You can bet his mechanic is signaling him to get to the front. Meanwhile, up front, it is Bale and Bradshaw who have swapped that spot by virtue of a Bradshaw crash.
Bale to where they are. The aggressiveness that has kept Bradshaw alive throughout the series. And now we're looking at riders that have to maybe depart from what they like. Stanton trying to come up, and here's a shot of Stanton. Stanton has to be overly aggressive now because he needs the points. Jean-Michel Bale, on the other hand, out front, is starting to pull away from Damon Bradshaw, so maybe he's turning aggressive also.
6th and 7th place tightens up. The youngster Swink looking over his shoulder and sees an awful lot of Jeff Stanton right there. I'll bet Swink's as surprised as anybody to have Jeff Stanton behind him tonight. I don't think anybody expected to see Jeff deliver this badly in such a critical event.
And again, I want to point out, as you mentioned, that Stanton is not being aggressive. He's had a couple of opportunities to chop Swink off, to do a block pass, to get by him, and he's not taking advantage of it, Dave. It's like he seems content to be where he is. He's riding too cautiously.
The sign from Brian Luna says the pace is good. What does he mean by that?
That would indicate to me that Bradshaw is running at a good speed, pace good, and it's Bale that is slowing the pace, so Bradshaw's catching him.
And as we check the interval from first to second, let's see just how far back Damon Bradshaw is. It's the length of a straightaway on the racetrack. It's under 3.5 seconds, and Bale is suddenly under some pressure. He's had a cakewalk here since Damon fell off in the early laps. You see him looking back over his shoulder to see what the interval is. Bale hit a ton on the top of that jump. I can't believe he kept the motorcycle upright. That hurt to watch. Bradshaw will be right there. A huge mistake for Jean-Michel Bale.
Dave, he was completely off the motorcycle. His left leg was on the right side of the bike.
Damon Bradshaw is right on Jean-Michel Bale's rear wheel, and I'm not sure Bale's going to have anything for him here. Bradshaw can taste blood. Bale is a hurting puppy. There's the swap of the lead. Damon Bradshaw picks himself up off the ground to regain the lead at Texas Stadium on a huge bobble by Jean-Michel Bale. Let's go back and take another look at what happened to Bale.
Jean-Michel Bale has to be riding hurt right now, Dave. The wind is completely gone from him. Can he recover? Watch this. Watch when he comes down. Look at this. He knows he's going to hit, and wham, he slides forward. Oh, look at that, off the motorcycle. I cannot believe the composure of that man in that situation to be able to hold on to the bike and still hold on to that number 2 spot. Oh, does he hurt.
It was a spectacular save. He's looked back over his shoulder a couple of times. He wants to know where third place is. He knows he can't run with Bradshaw. Damon is healthy. Jean-Michel is hurt. Well, and there's a little bobble by Bradshaw. These guys are really riding out on the razor edge of traction here tonight on this slippery Dallas track. You see the interval stretching. Bale at this point is just hoping to preserve second place.
What we're also preserving, Dave, is the points chase right down to the wire. The guys that are involved in this tremendously tight battle are running up front, with the exception of Stanton. He's the odd man out right now.
Well, if Bale can preserve a second-place finish here, he can actually hold on to the championship point lead with just 2 races remaining. And given the hit that he took a lap ago, I have to believe that he would be very, very content with that right now. Bale, really spectacular here in saving that Honda from what for any lesser rider would certainly have been a magnificent crash. Instead, he has managed to hang on to the second spot. You can see the rain. It has been a light rain throughout most of this main event. It has caused the track to be a little bit slippery. We haven't seen that buildup of mud on the bikes that we talked about, but Bale's having trouble seeing, and there you see him throw the goggles away.
I don't understand that move. Although they're not getting a great amount of mud or debris thrown back in their face, it only takes just a little bit. So unless he had trouble with his tear-off system on the goggles, I do not understand why he would throw them away, unless he's in a lot of pain, Dave, and he thinks that getting rid of the goggles will ease that pain.
Well, as hard as he hit, I'm surprised he didn't shake those goggles right off. We'll be back with the finish right after this.
To some, the
close enough to make the move. No. Up front, the white flag flies for Damon Bradshaw.
Yeah, and meanwhile, Jeff Stanton has moved into the number 4 position. So ironically, we came into this race with a 6-point gap between first, second, and third, and we're going to leave. Difference being, Jeff Stanton slid from second down to third. If they stay, Dave, the way they are right now.
Well, they're into the final lap, and I think the only thing that could befall one of the front runners now would be another one of those slick crash tip-overs that we saw Damon Bradshaw suffer early on. If you've just joined us, Bradshaw has picked himself up off the ground to win the race over Jean-Michel Bale, who by every standard of Supercross should have been on the ground, and saved it miraculously.
No wonder he's going road racing. You don't have to look forward to something like that happening out of the pavement.
All right, up and over for a record-tying 8th win of the 1992 season.